What's up, guys? It's Rachel, and this is my first review. I wanted to make sure I get it out there as quickly as possible because Michelob Ultra is doing a movement summer tour, and it is so much fun, and I don't want you to miss out. So if you're thinking about this event, wondering what it's all about, then I'm going to tell you today how it was. So I do have a criteria for events. So for something to be able to get like a 10 out of 10, that was an absolutely amazing event. They're going to have to make sure that they get points in every category. And I got the little bracelet from the event. I love it. It has like the Rumble Boxing logo on it, but I'll keep that over there. I always keep those as little keepsakes. They're my favorite. I call myself a wristband warrior, but anyways, we'll get into the criteria. So you can get 10 out of 10 if you get a full point in all of these categories. So first of all, ambience, like the decor, is it decorated, is it nice, are the vibes right? Boom. Location, so location has got to be spot on for it. Activations or activities, so if you're not aware of what activations are, it's just like little booths that different vendors have at the event, or if the event is totally with one brand, then what kind of activities do they have? Food and drink options, so making sure that that's very diverse, that has actually good food, good drinks. Food and drink pricing, so if this is an event that has different prices for those, is it fair, is it not, what's that like? Attendee vibes, so the attendees, is it a good group of people that make you feel warm, invited and welcome, or is it the complete opposite? Did they invite too many influencers? Was this the right crowd that you want to be around? Lineup or guest, so that's who's either performing at the music festival, who's assisting in this case with the workout, who's being there to like talk to the people, giveaways, like what they're giving away at the end of it, what's they're giving away at the door, what's going on. I think that's very important for any event that you're going to. Terrain. I know this one may sound crazy, but terrain has a huge thing to do with it as well, because sometimes the location, like, hey, it's in a great area, but the terrain, ooh, they did this event on concrete, it was really tough. Oh, they did this event on grassy wetland. I don't know. They did this somewhere where it's probably not the best. And then last but not least, a fair price. So a lot of these events, the pricing, it may seem fair, it may seem like a steal, it may seem like, hey, I didn't get my money's worth. So let's unravel what this is gonna look like. So Michelob Ultra Festival, I still can't get over it. It was so much fun. Best use of time. I went to the one in Charlotte, North Carolina, because they're doing the tour in major cities, and I live in Greenville, South Carolina right now, so it was a drive, but I even told my fiance this was well worth the drive because I had the best time ever. So, and I got Shake Shack after, so I can't complain. So first of all, for ambience and decor, they get the full one. I don't even have to debate that. I'm gonna insert some pictures here, but this place was 10 out of 10 just because of the decor. Like, they had the lights everywhere, and this may have been a little bit on the venue too, but the Michelob Ultra team did a great job. Oh my God, with the decor. It looked absolutely beautiful. And the setup, so you had the stage in the front, you had the little mats in the back, you had the activations around it, you went outside to the garden, so they did really good with the ambience and decor. That goes into the next one, location. That's getting a full point for that because that location was spot on. I don't think they could have picked a better venue. Parking was this accessible throughout it. Accessible? I don't know. All around it, so that wasn't bad or something to be stressful about either. They even threw a concert later that night, but I didn't end up going to it. I had to drive home, but still, location great. Activations and activities. This one could have been a little better. I'm gonna give them the full point because the whole point of this was to do the workout, and the workout itself was great. And that's a pretty full activity in itself. The only other activations it had around it is it had like a selfie booth, it had selfie like, opportunities, it had 3 different bars, which I guess Michelob Ultra, yeah, and it had a cool like rumble boxing photo activation. They had Brooks Running Company where you could try on their shoes, use it for the workout, and see how you liked it, return them, and they had free stickers, free, I'm trying to think what else. Just a couple free little things, a photo op there too. You moved down, Michelob Ultra was selling merch, but no one was really there. I don't know. And then there was Rumble Boxing from Charlotte, South End. So you could talk to them about getting memberships. They had a really good buy one, get one deal. So definitely take advantage of that if you're in an area that has a Rumble and you loved the event and wanted to try it. Food and drink options. So because this was again, Michelob Ultra event, actually, I thought this event was gonna get a 10 out of 10, but this one's gonna be 0.5. Only because they gave out a drink ticket after for what you could pick, and for me, I didn't wanna get the beer, just because I was driving back home, which was an 1.5 hour drive from Charlotte, didn't wanna drink, and I wanted to get this canned water instead. And they said, no, you can't do that. And so I thought that was a little weird. They did provide a little pouch of water inside of all of our little bags, but definitely I thought I would be able to trade out that ticket for a non-alcoholic beverage. But it's fine. They had little snacks after, like apples on each table. And again, if I have pictures, I'll show it. Apples on each table, which I thought was really cute, but as far as food, they didn't really have any options. I overheard someone getting a chicken tender plate for like $16, and I just thought to myself, that's completely ridiculous. So food and drink options, I'd give that half a point just because they really didn't have any. It was like beer, water for an extra charge you couldn't use the complimentary ticket for, and then I guess just that really expensive chicken tender plate. So we're going to do this one. Sorry, I'm telling you. 0.5. Food and drink pricing. I really can't speak to that too much because they had the complimentary one. I'm gonna put a 1. I feel like a lot of things would have been the venue to like say, hey, we only have this. So I get that. Attendee vibes. So I think the group that was there was very high spirit. A lot of people weren't too interactive, but the major people that they had, like the people on the stage, they were a lot of fun. The people who were there with Michelob Ultra, like standing at a station, like they were a little helpful, but they could have been more helpful. The Rumble team that was there, they were super hyped, they were fun. So I would give that a 1. That gets the full point. Lineup and guest. So I didn't know this, but the owner creator of Rumble was the one that was giving out the workouts. What? So that was super cool. He was very high energy. I was front row, so he was definitely hyping us up, like, let's get it, let's do this, what, you're doing that? So I really enjoyed that and loved it. Giveaways. So what they gave away was a lot of stuff, kind of, when you think about it. For the workout, they had the Michelob Ultra sweat towel, and they had a little Cash App bag with some goodies inside of there. So it had the Rumble gloves, which was really cute. I got some pictures with those, and it came with a bottle of water, and then it came with a couple other things. I'm blanking out right now. One was a coupon code for like merch. I don't really know. Yeah, but they did have pretty good giveaways. And at the end of the workout, you got from Cash App, if you have Cash App, and you could have just downloaded it on the spot. They put a QR code at the top. All you had to do was scan that, and then you would get $20 to your Cash App. And it said, have a great workout. Or like, thanks for having a good workout. It was so cute. So that $20 was a nice little, okay, thank you. The event itself was $25, which we'll go into in 2 more categories. But I think that was more than fair for what you got out of it. In other cities, I am seeing that it's free, but I'm wondering if they're getting the same level of everything that we're discussing right here. Because so far, so good. This is a really good rating. And then the terrain. The terrain of it was really good. They had mats. It was actually concrete, but they had mats that went over it. So they had everything spread out very well. So you weren't like elbowing the person next to you. It was very spread out, especially for the time that I went. There weren't as many people, but there was still a pretty good crowd for it because they did offer 2 different times. And then fair price, that's getting a full 1 point because in my opinion, this was well worth it. At the beginning when they were advertising, they did advertise as like 50 or 55 per ticket because they had as the headlining act at the very end, Loud Luxury. So you're really paying for that concert because I feel like the workout, they had everything covered for it. But yeah, I would definitely say it's worth it. You got a concert, you got a bomb-ass workout, you got some good giveaways, you got $20 on the Cash App thing because it ended up only being $25 when you checked out a ticket, but it was even less if you had a Cash App card. So pretty cool that they partnered with them for that and was able to offer such a good experience. But yeah, like I said, I'll attach some photos at the end of some stuff that I didn't a little bit earlier, but I hope this helps you make a decision on whether you should go or not to this Michelob Ultra live event series. I know the next time they do it, I'm there, 100%. All right, see ya.